Crusaders will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcats offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. When this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for this season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Hard-hitting tackle. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
And Reese, obviously you were talking this guy earlier, and listen, you don't have to overthink this thing on offense, right? Just get our best playmaker the football as often as we can, and there they do a really good job of pushing it down the field. They find the matchup they wanted, David, and right out of the gate, it's an explosive play on offense.
Well, and we were so interested in talking about the matchup of this football game. Could they cover this guy, or do they have to start doing something different, whether it's double teams, whatever they're looking to try to accomplish? So far, it's not a surprise. The offense won. Now, defensively, what's going to be my answer? Because I can't let that guy beat me for a full football game.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Motion from the wideout. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's French. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
The head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Crusaders offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the junior running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the defense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watching this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit? And maybe
finding some room all the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a first from the 43. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. Could not make his way to the corner.
And you could tell the QB was going there the whole time, right? Quickly get the football, throw it to the left, get it to your running back in some space, but the defense was ready for it. They were sitting on it, came up and made the play for no gain.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. First carry of the season. Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Great move. Now he's got room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Bearcats have their offense in high gear. Tight end now in motion. Looking for room. It's Perry. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off.
Well, the defense was in cover 2, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
The Crusaders are out there on offense, ready to go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Crusaders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Maybe some room here. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air, it's Freeman. Caught over the middle, it's Kane. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Crusaders have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's in! Touchdown, Crusader! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Spins away from the defense. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Looking downfield, it's French. Working that wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Soft spot in the middle. There he goes. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And the Bearcats are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Crusaders are out there on offense, ready to go to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up 3rd and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's 3rd and forever like that, I'm thinking pass. So great job slipping the run in there. Running back now putting them in a better position. But defensively, I still got them in 3rd and long, still in a good situation here.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Crusaders come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. Now adjusting. Took a shot as he threw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. On his feet at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Crusaders have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn it.
Oh, he's got some space. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fakes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. The Bearcats use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Here's a heat. Buying some time. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called, Cincinnati using it 2nd. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Crusaders.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's French. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Gonna let it fly. He's got it on the outside. Huge play on that one. Took it across the 50, and they'll mark him down at the 45.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
With the catch, it's Perry.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. At the 40, there he goes. Off to the races to the right. Inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Crusader. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's take a look at the USF Bulls, taking on the number 25 team, the Florida Gators.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Foster. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Crusaders are out there on offense, ready to go to work. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take out.
There's some room. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, in a second and forever situation, they hand it off, and they're able to get a big portion of yardage back now to at least give themselves an opportunity to convert this 3rd down.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after turning it on. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's French. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll throw on 3rd down. He's got an open man. On the move at the 30. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quick completion on the out. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Bearcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bearcats! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Crusaders are out there on offense, ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll run it from the gun. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. Got his man on the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Crusaders are rolling down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking to pass. It's Freeman. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Makes the grab. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. And the Crusaders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
They'll run it from the gun. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's on target and complete. Touchdown, Crusader. A great catch and run for 6. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls and fires complete. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got it in the middle. It's Henry. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Off play action. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity, and they weren't able to do it there.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Got enough for the 1st. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Bearcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Timeout called, Cincinnati using it 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking downfield is French. Pocket breaking down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And the Bearcats in the hurry up. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you...
There's a crease. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because...
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Pressure coming. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the 1st down mark. The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's French. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's a little room there. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Crusaders want to move quickly. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, he's got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crusader. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Payne. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. keeping it on the ground with the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
A great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely.